This is Delhi. Please stand by for our next program. This is All India Radio. Welcome tomorrow. All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar presents the science serial Welcome Tomorrow, based on myriad facets of artificial intelligence. Time now to listen to the 16th episode entitled Bablu's Robot.
No, Gudu, don't cry, Peter. Ma will be returning soon. My lovely Gudu.
Baba, why are you bringing him to my room? Don't you see that I'm working?
Oh, you don't understand, Bablu. Gudu won't stop crying till Anamika returns.
But where has her mother, Didi gone?
Oh, she has to fetch her admit card today. Her MSc examination starts next Monday.
But why don't you give it to Ma? She will be managing it better.
If Ma gets engaged with Gudu, then who will attend to the kitchen? Who will prepare food, beta?
I thought you are not at home. Weren't you saying that you will be going to the school for the teachers' meeting?
Yes, we had planned to meet at least once every week during this vacation for reorienting the curriculum. But I thought that I should stay at home to look after Gudu.
But how can I work if Gudu keeps crying?
What are you doing actually? That you seem to be so tense, huh?
You know pretty well, Baba, that I'm giving finishing touches to my robot. The tech fair is only 3 days away.
Oh, that robot. I thought you were already through with it. Are you adding anything else to it?
A layer of extra protection around the structure. When it will compete with other robots, there will be frequent clashes. So, I'm wrapping the structure with some soft polymer. It will act as a shock absorber.
It will compete at the fair? Oh, I thought it will stand alone and do some exercise to impress the visitors, huh?
That is of course one part of the activity, Baba. Along with that, there will be a game where competing robots will try to put specific colored balls into a hole.
Idea. Why don't you give us a demo? Gudu might get impressed by the robot. Come do it.
Okay, Baba.
We both want to see. Put the robot in place, huh?
You want to see, Baba?
Yes.
Alright. Just wait a minute. This is done and... Yeah. Here I go. It is a card-shaped one, you see.
There was a time when ordinary people thought that a robot has to look like a human being. All named similar.
In the market, Baba, you will find toys which they call robots. Those look like humans. Most of those have very limited mobility, but as toys, those are quite popular.
I saw one in my colleague's house the other day that can respond to some specific questions. But forget those now. Start your game now.
Okay, Baba. Gudu, look at this. See how it is turning around? And now it will nudge the ball to its left. See? Huh?
Hold the remote properly, Bablu. These are not very robust devices. You will have to press the buttons very, very carefully.
Right, Baba. But I still have a problem, you know. The robot can turn every way, but when it turns to the right, it has a tendency to trip.
But one problem has already been solved. See, Guddu has stopped crying. It looks absolutely impressed, huh?
My robot is of some value. Thank God.
Correct. But no, you need to solve this tripping problem of yours.
All right, Baba.
I was wondering whether there is some error in the front right wheels design.
I cannot do anything about that, Baba. This is all that I can purchase in the market. You can order foreign made robot structures online, but that will cost at least 8 to 10 times the price of this one.
I understand. You know, Bablu, artificial intelligence could help a lot in this regard.
AI?
Yes.
Come on, Baba. I'm stuck with this simple structure. How can I even imagine integrating AI into my machine? In fact, I have very little knowledge about that.
You know, Bablu, your Didi was very interested in this AI thing. She even wanted to switch to AI research. One of her professors had possibly assured her of finding a research position somewhere. I do not remember properly where.
Really, Baba? I didn't know that. But what happened then?
Well, things always do not go according to the plan. Ritesh and Anamika loved each other, and they had planned their marriage after they became settled. But all of a sudden, Ritesh's mother fell ill, and the doctor said that her days were simply numbered.
Oh, that is sad.
Yes, she wanted to see Ritesh and Anamika getting married, and therefore we had to arrange things for all of a sudden. That was 4 years ago. Anu had to discontinue her MSc after the completion of her first year.
What are you saying to Bablu? Huh? Do you think he's matured enough to hear all these things? You never understand anything.
Come on, Ma. I'm mature enough. You always underestimate me. Why did you keep all these a secret?
Like father, like son. You two did not notice that Guddu has slept off. Come, give Guddu to me.
Just be careful.
Yeah, I know.
Be careful.
Yeah, you don't teach me how to be careful about kids. I have brought up these two children.
Okay, Baba, you win. Bablu, we shall talk about this AI after your Didi returns.
Okay, Baba.
And please, get your bath in time, you two. Do not think that the daily routine has changed just because it's summer vacations.
Okay, Ma.
I want both of you at the dining table in half an hour, okay? And Anu possibly would be late. I shall prepare some snacks for her when she returns. Come on, come fast.
Okay, Ma. But don't be so loud. Guddu will wake up again.
Okay. But you get your going, huh?
Okay, Ma.
Yeah.
Now some news from the technology front. A famous German automobile manufacturing company and another leading graphics chip manufacturer have come together to create state-of-the-art autonomous vehicles. The spokesperson of automobile company Klaus Ozel said that though autonomous cars are not a novel concept, but they plan to do it completely differently. Mr. Ozel said that they have drawn up elaborate plans to integrate artificial intelligence into their system. The starting point in the production process will be the computer architecture. The two companies hope to complete this process in about 3 years' time. And with that, we come to the end of this bulletin. Stay tuned for the next program.
You know, Baba, I was supposed to be doing research on this thing.
You mean AI in automobiles? But you are a physics student, and I thought.
You thought that only engineers are capable of doing AI research. You are completely wrong, bhai.
Huh?
It's a seamless world. Anyone can switch to other disciplines that are related.
Now that you will be completing your MSc after so many years, will they give you a chance to do this type of thing?
Durga, she will have to look out for opportunities. But I'm sure she will get suitable opportunities if she can stick to realizing her ambition.
Yes, Samar, you're right.
You know, bhai, the basic idea here is to teach a machine how to learn the rules of safety.
Okay.
The algorithm should be written in such a way that the computer inside the car gets to understand all safety directions on road, like traffic lights, signposts, etc.
Algorithm sounds like many things punched into one. Algebra, rhythm.
Very smart. Algorithm is actually step-by-step instructions for calculation. It is fundamental to any computer program. Algorithms rule the digital world. If you can write algorithms in a neat manner, computers will be able to follow it, and machine learning would be simpler.
Machine learning, one term that was coined way back in 1949. In fact, the model was given by Donald Hebb in a book called The Organization of Behavior.
Machine's behavior, right? So I can sometimes scold my machine and say, "Hey you, try to behave properly."
Machines are like Guddu, you know?
Like Guddu? Come on, Anu. Do not compare your child with ugly machines. Our Guddu is so beautiful. God bless him.
I'm just comparing the information level of Guddu with that of the machines. More Guddu observes things, more education it is given, it will become intelligent.
That will happen naturally. You don't have to worry, Anu.
You are right, Ma. But for machines, this will not happen so naturally. You have to set up some artificial teaching sessions for educating the machine.
Why, Durga? Don't you remember when you asked me to teach how to use the voice recognition system in your cell phone? Remember? Remember what the phone asked you to do?
No. I mean, I don't really remember what is it.
It asked you to pronounce a few words so that the inbuilt program gets familiar with the way you pronounce.
Oh, yeah, right. Now I remember. But you know, I have not been using the program for quite some time.
No problem, Durga. Since your pronunciation pattern has not changed recently, the program will respond in the same manner as it is used to do earlier.
How funny, na, Samar?
It's not funny. Machines are not like human beings who are prone to forgetting. Once you give some information through text or speech or visuals, it will store the information in its memory. That is the basic difference between man and machine.
Absolutely.
Hello? Yes, Ritesh. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, Guddu is also fine. No, there was no problem. Yes, I got my admit card. Sorry? Ritesh, your voice is not getting through properly. No. Yeah, now I get it. Yes, my exam is starting on next Monday. Right. What? You'll stay back at office today? What pressure? I just cannot understand. Ritesh, this is not okay at all. And what about dinner? What? From hotel? I just cannot accept this. All those spicy stuff from hotel regularly. What? Phone call. Okay, I'm hanging up. But don't forget to get some rest at night. Yeah, good night.
Ritesh is straining himself too much, Anu.
I know, Ma, but this is today's corporate life. If you refuse to accept this routine, then you will be dubbed non-cooperative or more badly inefficient. No one wants such a tag on his career.
It must be very, very frustrating sometimes. The same routine over the years, overtime work, unhealthy food.
You know, Baba, once Ritesh downloaded a program for psychological counseling.
Computer program for counseling? What a time we are in.
Come on, Ma, just listen. Everything will keep changing. That is the norm of the world.
Okay. Tell me what happened to the program.
The program seemed very interesting for the first few days. It was not voice-based like the ones we have today. When Ritesh or me wrote that I'm depressed, it promptly responded by asking, "Why are you depressed?" We gave reasons, overwork, no social life, or say, no career progression.
And what did the program reply, Didi?
It was very sober. It said all good things that even a normal human being would say. However, it went a step ahead in suggesting some physical or mental exercises that would keep us free from depression. It even advised us against taking pills.
Very intelligent program, I must say. Very, very intelligent.
No doubt. But you know, after a few days, when we chose to ask some complex questions, it somehow faltered.
I'm getting very curious. What did it say?
It kept giving the same answers, and we quickly understood that the program has exhausted its stock of answers. The answers no more kept pace with the questions. And you know, Baba, what happened one day?
What?
I got angry and wrote, "You are dumb, counselor." And it replied, "You are dumb." I again wrote, "You are useless." The program replied, "You are useless."
Clearly, the program had a very narrow area of functioning. It had a very small database, huh?
This is often termed as narrow AI. Our program was primitive if we compare its level with the advances that we have made today. But I must say that no artificially intelligent program or machine have not gone beyond narrow AI.
I don't understand this, Didi. Could you elaborate a little, please?
Narrow AI operates within a predefined range, even if it appears to be much more sophisticated than that.
Okay.
Every sort of machine intelligence that surrounds us today is narrow AI, and other natural language processing tools are examples of narrow AI.
Bablu, was that explanation any better?
No, Baba. I'm still trying to understand what Didi is saying.
Forget all those machines. Think of your robot now.
Yes, my robot.
Yes, your robot. Suppose your robot was fitted with an AI that told it to go slow when turning and keep the axis as straight as possible. Then how would that be?
It would be just wonderful. But who is going to give me that support?
Don't worry, that we shall have to work out, but this sort of AI will be of narrow type.
Baba, suppose that we fit my robot with more AI so that it can recognize traffic lights, signposts, as Didi was saying a little while ago. Will that be still narrow?
Yes.
I'm afraid yes, Bablu. Narrow AI is also called weak AI, but these adjectives do not matter much. In fact, weak or narrow AI has relieved us of many boring tasks.
Okay.
We do not have to do routine and mundane jobs. We can assign those to the machines.
I was wondering whether there is any narrow AI that can arrange the plates on the dining table, put food on those, and then can invite us to eat.
That was a master stroke, Ma. We get the message. Baba?
Yes.
Bhai? Come, let us help Ma in arranging food on the table.
Yes. It's already 10:30. Let us do it.
I am glad that naturally intelligent people are coming to my help.
That's nice. So tell me, do you think that such robots can be introduced in difficult terrains like mountain roads?
Sir, my robot has limited capacity, but going by what I have learned from others, I believe it could be modified to travel on mountainous roads.
What type of modification are you suggesting?
Well, first of all, the structure has to be more robust, and then
And what?
I think I shall need the help of AI.
AI?
Yes, I mean artificial intelligence. Difficult terrains can only be negotiated when the robots are able to make decisions on their own.
Very smart answer, young chap.
Thank you, sir.
I am a professor of telecommunication engineering at the ECT College of Engineering. I am quite impressed. But let me also ask, what type of AI do you propose to use?
Sir, I do not have much information on this, but my Didi said that it will be narrow or weak AI.
And by any chance, your Didi, is she in this field also?
No, I mean, well, there she is. Didi!
Coming, Bablu. Any problem? Sir! You are here! Allow me to touch your feet.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Anamika, it's good to see you again.
Yeah.
He's your brother?
Yes, sir. Bablu, this is Professor Deekshit.
Alright.
He is an expert in the field of AI.
Oh, wow.
I got a chance to do a project under him during my BSc course.
Oh, come on, Anamika. That was elementary.
Please, sir.
I could only give you a rough idea about algorithms and show you the use of ordinary sensors.
It gave me the inspiration I needed, sir. After that, I have never lost interest in AI.
I can now understand why he was referring to his Didi. But you know, I'm very happy that you are able to pass on the baton to your brother.
Your blessing, sir.
I heard you got married and will you be here for some days now?
Yes, sir. I have resumed my studies. My final MSc exam is starting next week.
I see that. That is really a good news. And by the way, if you're here, after the exams are over, then you can come to my lab and I shall show you something very interesting.
And is that narrow AI, sir?
Young chap, the opposite to narrow AI is general AI. And no machine in the world has attained that status.
Alright.
What I want to show you is that a program that plays chess and plays it extremely well.
Oh, wow.
But I cannot play chess, sir.
Not an issue, not an issue. There are a couple of boys who can play chess very well. One of them had been junior state champion. You will just sit and watch how the program reacts to each move by human players.
I have seen this on television, sir. Chess matches from the early days. Vishwanathan Anand playing with computers.
That's true. But that was way before you were born. Deep Blue defeated Garry Kasparov and the computer program Rebel defeated Vishwanathan Anand. Those were in the 90s of the last century.
You have that kind of computers in your lab?
Our computers are more powerful than those of 90s. But machines these days are used to do something called deep learning.
Oh, wow.
And we can discuss all that when you come to our lab.
Yes, sir.
Make it a point to bring your brother Anamika. He's very intelligent.
Naturally intelligent, sir. As my ma says.
Welcome tomorrow. You were listening to the 16th episode of the science serial produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar entitled Bablu's Robot. This episode was scripted by Dr. Manas Pratim Das, concept and coordination Dr. Nakul Parashar and Dr. Birendra Kumar Tyagi. The episode was produced by Pankaj Pati Pathak, assistance in production by Puneet Kumar. The participants were Gargi Shahjani, Gaurav Devgan, Surbhi Verma, Jaideep Singh, Manal Saeed and Vaibhav Srivastav. Do stay tuned. Here are 2 questions for you. The lucky listener will get attractive prize from Vigyan Prasar. The first question is, what is the meaning of AI autonomous cars? What are their benefits? And the second question is, what is the principle of working of these cars? You can send in your answers by simple post to this address. Science Serial Welcome Tomorrow, Vigyan Prasar, A50, Institutional Area, Sector 62, Noida, PIN code 201309. You can also write to us on our email ID radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. Do write your full name and address along with the answers. And yes, if you send us any question which gets included in our program, you will get a prize from Vigyan Prasar for that too. So do not hesitate to write to us even if it is a simple query. We will be back again with our next episode of the Science Serial Welcome Tomorrow, same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye. This broadcast came to you from All India Radio, Delhi.